Good morning, guys. The sun has finally come out. Taking the dogs for a walk right now because they need to get out, even though this stupid coronavirus seems to be making everyone stay inside. I got a couple things I'm gonna do today. So I'm gonna kind of try to vlog today. But my mom told me last night that the governor apparently last night announced that Governor of California said he's issuing a statewide stay-at-home policy, or I don't know. Basically, he's telling everyone to stay at home, which I have to at least go out for walks and stuff because of my crazy border collie. But the problem is, it's been raining, which has made it very difficult to get out. So she's already going crazy because it's raining. It's been off and on raining for the last week at least, and it looks like it's probably going to continue for at least the next 10 days or so for the forecast. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do because usually even if you have rainy season, we still have like events we can go to, like our volunteer meetings, so she could actually get out of the house. I could get out of the house. Alright, so the other thing is I've been running low on footage. I have one Disney vlog that we did. Me and my husband went to the Food and Wine Festival. I'll probably post that next week, so I'll put the link up there in the corner and down in the description. We went Wednesday, and they announced Thursday that they were closing on Saturday, I believe how it was. So we were there the day before they announced they were closing Disneyland. So I have that video still that needs to be edited. And then I'm going to have this video. Unfortunately, it's getting a little hard to film at home currently. Currently, me and my husband are living with my parents still. Because we are in California, it's a lot of money to get a house. So they have graciously allowed us to live with them until we can save a down payment down to get a house out here. So my dad is a high school teacher, and they went ahead and closed his school down, I think a couple weeks ago. I think it was the beginning of last week, I think. I think at this point, pretty much every school is shut down until further notice. I think it was originally April 1st, then I heard it was April 6th. I think now some schools are going to April 30th to shut down. So my dad's at home doing at-home classes, so I can't bug him while he's working because he's the one that pays for the roof over our heads. So I can't really do a lot of filming at home, and it's been really hard to get out to do some filming because it's been raining. So it's just been really a mess, and yeah, a lot of stuff just kind of all at once. My computer died. That was fun. I finally got a cord which allows me to access my files, so now I can actually do my thumbnails because I wasn't able to do my thumbnails properly. So I gotta go back and fix all my thumbnails. But yeah, today we're gonna try to go to Staples before everything shuts down. My mom works at a dealership, and so does my husband, and they went to work this morning, and hopefully they will keep their jobs, or they might be sent home for this nationwide curfew, stay at home, no business is open kind of thing. So I don't know how that's gonna work, but they went to work today. Yeah, and I'm gonna try to go to Staples today because all of our printers died and I need to print out tax forms. And even though they announced that they're going to extend the tax deadline to June or July or something, I still want to get it in because I don't know how long this is going to be. Okay, that's better, the sun. Now, of course, there's the sun. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to try to go out to Staples today, and I have a radio hopefully coming from my car, so I'll probably put that in today. And maybe diagnose my front. You can go potty? Better go now. I have a problem. I have a front noise problem on my car, which is a newer car. I'll show you guys my new car that we got, I think 2 weeks ago. It's been 2 weeks already. But yeah, I'll show you my new car. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that's today, and I guess we'll see what we can get done this stinking coronavirus. At least it's not raining today and I can get outside, because it's been getting old staying inside all stinking day. Oh, and here's a quick view of my car. I've got a Honda Element, pretty boy. Of course, it's covered because in water because it rained. So there's dents in it. And it's a little banged up, but it's a really nice car. I'm pretty happy with it. Oh, gas. See? I have an oil can there to return. But yeah. That's my car. Alright, I'm gonna try to do this quietly because my dad is currently working. But I just wanted to show you guys my little laptop. I think this is charged now. So I got this laptop a while ago, and I thought it was really cool to have a little laptop. It's like a tablet and a laptop. So I got this before I got my iPad. I got it for like work so that I can like do designs, vest designs on it. The touchscreen is poop, but it actually works really good. I think I only spent like $130 or $160 on it. So it was like a really cheap laptop, but it runs Windows 10. So, and right now it's my only computer because my desktop, as you can see down here, fried. The motherboard fried on it. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be cheaper to fix the motherboard, so that will probably be another project later, because it looks like it's about $100 for a motherboard versus a new desktop's going to be at least $300. So that's a project for later, but I'm trying to make do with this little laptop right here. And I bought a cord. Here's the adapter cord, and it plugs into the hard drive. This is a computer hard drive. So this is what, if you don't know computers, this is what holds all your memory in your desktop. So I was able to have access to all my memory by this cord down here. It's just a USB, so this weird plug plugs into the hard drive, and then it has to have power. So one of those is a power cord, and this is a USB, and then I plug it in, and it works just like a USB basically, and I'm able to get all my files and programs and have access to them. So like I said earlier, I need to go to Staples to have something print out because both of our printers don't work right now, and I've bought these little USBs. These work great on my desktop. They get stuck in my tablet laptop thingy, and apparently I learned yesterday or the day before I went to Staples, these don't work in the Staples. Now I tried to plug this one in because it does seem to work if I pop off the case, because the case is like too big or something. Pop off the case. Now I just have the USB guts, I guess, and I was able to hold it inside my tablet to put the files on, and apparently I don't know if I broke it, but I wasn't able to do that yesterday. And when I went to Staples the day before yesterday, they were unable to get the files off of this. So I now have to transfer the file I need printed to a different USB, probably like this one,
This is usually what I go to Staples with. It's funny enough, it is a Staples USB. But it's like a super, it's only like 60 megabytes or something like that. It's not even a gigabyte. But usually this is what I put the file that I need printed on this. That way there's only one file on there. It's very easy for them to find. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to do that today before I go to Staples. So I'll probably power up this computer and try to get the file loaded. Good girl. Alright, so we're heading out. Elsa's all dressed up. I just want to show you guys my car. Elsa, you want to come in? So it's really cool. It has these double doors like this, so it opens really wide. Then, now, this is a 2003 Element, and normally, I'll pick up this side. They have like rubber floors. You can see mine are a little dirty. It's been raining, so I really haven't bothered to clean them out. But I bought this. It was an indoor-outdoor rug. It was like a 7x5 or an 8x5 or something like that for like 20 bucks. I think it was like 22 with tax and everything. So I put this down. I originally like loved the idea of having these rubber floors, and they do have like little dimples on it and everything, and I tucked it in here so it doesn't really move, and there, and everything else is just cut so it perfectly fits. And I cut around the seats. I did pop one seat out, so you can fold them up, and I had it folded up against the window for a while, but it does create kind of a blind area when I'm backing out, so I went ahead and just popped it out, and I still have this seat in there, so at least I can bring some people with us. And in the back, I'll show you back there, it is a double hatch. So this guy goes up, this guy can come down, and in the back I have it tethered. There's lots of these tether points in this car, and so sometimes these get loose and I gotta tighten them. It's a little loose. But here in the back one back there, I almost did that one. You could see a little silver mount right there to this corner. But it stays pretty solid. It's pretty much wedged also in between the lid here and that back seat. So it's pretty solid. Normally Elsa likes to sit right behind the driver, because I'm mostly the driver, so she'd sit right here. But with the plastic floor, she slid all over the place, and she definitely was not that comfortable with it. So I'm like, okay. I put the crate in, and so she has like a stable place to lay down. So that's why I took that seat out, so she can hop up here. Elsa, come on. Come on, car. Good girl, let's go. Good job. And so she now has a stable place to walk back and sit in here nice and safely. Yeah. So I'm going to put this up. Watch your face. And that locks in place. Alright, watch your face, baby. Where are you going? Come on, we gotta go. Good girl. So she has a nice place to sit back there, nice and safe. And we just close this door, and then close the other door. So, yeah, it's my car, my new car. So yeah, she gets to sit back there. Or, wait, where'd she go? Are you back there, Elsa? Oh yeah, I see her nose now. She has sat up here right behind me a couple times now that I put this carpeting in. It also helps with some of the noise. It was a little echoey in here at first with just the
the plastic, so. But I do like the plastic still because the roots can come out. The roots can come out, they can be shaken off and or vacuumed or whatever and beat all the dust out. So yeah, I'm like really happy with this car right now. And the only thing is it doesn't have a remote. The remote, it came with one and it broke, so I have to figure out how to do the keyless entry. I bought new remotes, but they aren't programming, so I don't have to mess with that. But I do have a radio coming today, which will allow me to connect my phone, because I use GPS a lot when I go places, because I get lost very easily, and then I start to panic a little bit. So normally I have a pop socket on the back of my phone, and I will place it on the dash or whatever, but as you see here, you might think that like, oh, right here would work, but because this knob is so close, it doesn't work. So I'm getting a different radio that I could connect my phone up to so that I can have GPS. So that's hopefully coming today, and then I will probably be installing it, hopefully. Also, I am getting a backup camera with it, which is pretty cool. Never had a backup camera before, and with this car being a little large and boxy, I think it would be very helpful so I don't hit anything. But we're gonna go ahead and go to Staples right now. Google says it is open, so yeah, we're going to do that, and then probably get gas and return this, because I do need to return this. So we will see how Walmart looks today. I don't think I really need anything. On last Saturday, we bought food for 2 weeks. Normally we just buy on Sunday groceries for a week, but last Saturday, because of all this craziness, we went ahead and bought food for 2 weeks so that we don't have to go out this week. So I think we're all good, but I am kind of curious what the store looks like, so we'll have to do that. Alright, so we just got here at Staples. Hopefully third time's a charm. First time, I forgot my wallet. Second time, USB didn't work. Third time, hopefully it works. Let's go. So we got that printed. I also picked up some pin refills for my favorite pin. Definitely cheaper than buying a new one, at least for a good pin. I always buy cheap pins, but I'm gonna get back to my bullet journaling. I'm gonna catch up because I didn't do anything last month. Yeah, it's pretty empty in there. At least they're open. It only cost me like $4 to $4 or $5 to print a 30-page document out, which I was very surprised and thankful to see, because last time I went to Staples to print something, it was in color and stuff, but I printed like 10 copies and it cost me like $35. It's ridiculous. I just did black and white copies, and it was very, very simple, so that was very nice. So that's done. I got some pin refills for my pen, and now I'm going to go get some gas, fill up on gas, and go to Walmart to return that, and that's it for today. As far as shopping goes, yeah, it was pretty empty in there. They had signs everywhere for like, make sure you stay away from people, social distancing, whatever, and they put lines on the carpet, so when you're standing in line, they were like phases or boxes or something like that, so you were away from people, but you were still in line, like it was all marked out. It makes sense. It keeps people away from each other in line, so let's go get some gas. just returned that, so that's done. I did remember that I do need glucose tablets, so I'm hoping that they have some. Looks like everything's switching over to summer apparel, so there's lots of clearances, so I'm kind of checking out to see if there's anything. But hopefully they will have glucose tablets for me. Couldn't resist checking out the paper towels.
Oh, what a pretty
Well, that was pretty crazy. Looks like all the painkillers are gone, and like maybe children's medicine, I think, is the aisle. There was like nothing left, so I couldn't really tell what it was. I did get glucose tablets, so check there. I did go down to the toilet paper aisle just to see what it looked like, and it was dead empty. There was also a sign at checkout that said we are limiting customers to one item, no duplicate items, I'm sure. So yeah, it's pretty crazy that they're doing all that. And then they were scanning everyone's receipt on the way out. Not sure what that was up with or what. Maybe they were making sure people weren't checking out twice or something like that. Anyway, so that's it for our errands. So we will go ahead and head home. And hopefully a little later today when the mailman comes, we will get our radio and install that. Okay, so the first thing we do is we disconnect the battery, and then I'm going to take this plastic prying tool, and we are going to pop off this this comes off, and then there should be 4 screws holding this in, and I kind of want to pop this thing off and paint it this color. They want more of a gunmetal with this top and not a super silver, so I kind of want to make it silver, but I don't know. We'll see. See how hard this is to pop off. Okay, so I got this off. This was quite a pain to get off, but you can see there's clips on these, and I actually did quite a number on my prying tool. But we got our 4 screws, and it looks like this may have been opened before. There's lots of scratches right here, and then right there. So, might have been opened before, I don't know. So we got these 4 to take out, and then I'm going to decide whether or not I'm going to take the rest of this out. I may do it later, may just try to get the radio in and working. And then later when I take all the panels off to put the backup camera in, I can, I'll do that. So yeah, I might just take this out and get the radio working first. Okay, here is the adapter plug and that.
does fit, so that's good. We also have, this is a frame that I bought. Helps fill the gap, but it doesn't really fit on that. So I'm kind of hoping that this will just fit in there, and it might not. Might have a gap on it. I probably have to use 2 hands. Here's one way to find out. This guy. And yeah, I'm gonna have a gap. So that's why we got this guy. Should fit in. Yeah, see, that makes it tighter. So I am gonna have to modify this frame to fit on this guy. And then it comes with these plastic ones. I might just steal the metal, these metal ones off, versus using this plastic to bolt into the side there. Okay, so this is, has like 2 holes, 2 smaller holes, 2 larger holes. This is the original bracket. If I try to line up, say, the outside holes, if I get perfectly on this one, then this one's like in the center. And if I try to go to the smaller holes, fit that one there, this one actually doesn't even come anywhere close to that second one. It actually wants to go to the outside one, which would make it crooked. You can see how it would mount crooked. So I think I am going to have to go with plastic. So let's try that. I think this is this side. So one there, one there. But the nice thing about the plastic is I can drill these holes. So I can drill what holes I want. I actually probably could drill into that, but I think I will take my chances with this guy. Yeah, because these don't look like they line up at all. I'll have to mess with it. Okay, so we got, I'm going to use one of these and one of the original, because if I put both of these inside the frame, it does not have enough space for the radio. And so I broke off all the extra tabs and sanded them down. Of course, this one doesn't have an extra tab, but I am going to have to file this bump here so that I can get a screw, because the screw goes in between there. So hopefully that will work. And then this one doesn't even line up at all, so I'm going to figure out where the hole needs to be and drill a new hole. This is the frame, and it doesn't fit on there, so I have to modify it. I'm pushing the frame all the way over this way and then down, so you can see that's lined up, and then that lines up. It cuts off the mic and IR letters, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint those black so there's nothing there, because really those don't need to be labeled anyway. I cut out a little bit here. Alright, hey guys, it's pretty early in the morning. I didn't get to finish this last night. I did do some cutouts over here to have some extra room. I still need to paint those so they're black, so you can't really notice that it doesn't fit. I'm still working on this bracket, the bracket that holds it inside. It's lined up on this side. I know you can't really see. On this side it's not, so I'm going to have to modify this side, because with these lined up, the face plate fits perfectly. So I am going to have to modify that side. But yeah, besides that, it looks great. I did mess with the logo on it. Where's my keys? So, turns on. I have a Honda logo on it. So, yeah, it appears everything is working great, which is awesome. I really wish I could switch this from changing colors just to have it on blue, but I can't really find that in the settings. So, I'm gonna have to work with that. the screen is pretty responsive, but not super responsive. So, but it works out pretty good. It'll also help when it's not wobbly. So, but it's pretty cool. You know, for the most part, I'm probably just going to have it on radio. I don't have the antenna in right now, so it's just static. But for the most part, I'll just leave it on that. I don't know why it just changed. But yeah, I still gotta figure this out and like how to save settings and everything like that. So, but then I also have music, which I don't have anything in there right now, but I am going to make one so that, yeah, it just says null disc. So yeah, so far, I mean, I really love it. I just wish I could change that to stay on one color. I'm thinking of maybe painting the inside. I'm going to be installing the backup camera today. My mom's going to help me. So I'm going to probably make this part black to kind of match with the camera. Maybe make this inner black and then this black, and then the rest is going to be this bright silver, so it kind of matches the radio, and looks like that's how it should be. So yeah. Okay, so these pieces are really beat up, as you can see. This one's not that bad. And this one, the main console piece, is pretty beat up as well. I'm not even sure what happened there. I spilled a drink or something. So this is going to be silver. And then this one and this one here is going to be black. That way it kind of matches the radio here, because this frame is black. It's like a matte black, so hopefully it will kind of match with that. And then the whole console is going to be this silver instead of like the gunmetal gray that they had originally. I'm not sure why they did gunmetal. And this is a little beat up, but it's okay. So we're redoing this. I had to take this all apart. And I couldn't unplug it, so I just unscrewed it. And then all those, that's the vents and everything. So everything's in pieces right now, and I wiped everything down because there's a lot of grit that was inside. So yeah, but there are new radios in place, and then we will be installing the backup camera also later today. So here's the progress for this project. I have taken all this off and painted it. It's painted, it's drying outside. I got this panel off as well as the back panels back there. You see it's pretty bare looking. My husband helped me with them. Because I was having trouble, but they're off. I've been kind of cleaning up because a lot of like crumbs and stuff and sand, it looks like the previous owner probably went to the beach a lot, is in the crevices. So cleaning that up, and I just ran the wire for the backup camera. So we got it right here. It goes from the back along this panel. I haven't secured it yet against the existing harness. Comes through here, and it looks like the normal harness goes underneath the seat and then underneath the floorboard into the console, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to go underneath the floorboard. So I found this little hole right here,
So I ran it through there, and then it goes up into the dash, and I just fished it out, hopefully, right here. So now I have this one all the way up to here, and probably pull it so we have most of the extra up on this end, because it'll probably be easier to wind up here. And then let me show you the back. So over here, we got the wire right here. Here's the connector. It's going to go in this hole right there. So kind of connect into here. The other end with the camera, which I think, oh, it's over there. It's going to go from the inside of that hole through this rubber boot over here. And then I think we're gonna go this way, right here, and then into the lid up under here. So almost done, but the radio seems to be working great. We've turned it on a couple times. I messed with it, so yeah, we're just messing with the rest of the car.